Friends, miners, crafters, lend me your redstone. It is I, Ilhamur, bringing you another enlightening chapter of Minecraft Bedrock goodness. And today, well, we're looking at this campfire. And that's the problem. It's daylight, the sun is up, and we still have this campfire burning. Now I'm thinking to myself, I would really like it if the villagers or whoever's living here would put out this campfire whenever it was daytime, because otherwise it's a waste. And when it's nighttime, we would relight it so that we'd have light in the village. Now, this is a caveman village, we all know that. This is basic Stone Age, and so we don't want to, from my skin you can see it. So essentially we don't want any redstone to be showing, we want this to be invisible. So can we somehow make a mechanism under the ground that's going to light the fire when it's nighttime, put it out when it's daytime, and nothing shows? It all looks like it's being done by whoever's walking around in the village. And that's what we're trying to do today. So that's why I've been working so hard to get into the nether, where we can get quartz and we can get observers and comparators and all that good stuff, so that you and I can do some redstone together. So you remember last time we put together this great portal into the nether. We made it look really good. I've added some soul sand to our grave mounds, added some lighting all around. This this all looks very creepy now, really spooky, and I'm loving it. Starting to get overgrown on the older graves. But let me show you what I've been doing in the nether, because I've been doing some resource gathering. Built myself a little starter base in the nether, and that's just to make sure that no one could get in. So this is my first little base, all cobblestone, and you can see I've been hard at work collecting all the resources, so then we can do some redstone. But we don't want to be doing redstone in this particular world. It would take us forever. We're going to be experimenting, so we're going to jump into a test world and try and come up with some sort of system that will allow us to light and put the fire out whenever we need to. And so let's see if we can do it. If it's possible, let's go. Now that feels better. It's time for Dr. Ilhamur. Oh yes. Okay, so here's the challenge. We want to have a campfire. Let me just surround this with the slabs, just like we're going to have in the real world. So we've got the campfire. To turn it off, we have to douse it in water. Got myself an empty bucket, because this is creative. And we need to take the bucket of water away, obviously, and when we want to light the fire, when it's night time, we want to light it with the flint and steel. So, put it out, light it, put it out, light, and we can do that manually, but we can also do that with a dispenser. So there we go. Try and crouch and jump at the same time. It's a little bit difficult for the likes of me, but I'll get there. So yeah, surround this so that the water doesn't flow away, and put a button on there so that we can activate the dispenser. Put some water in there, and this is exactly what we want to happen. We want, when the dispenser is activated, the water comes up. Press it again, or activate the dispenser again. The water goes back into the bucket. So we're going to have to do that twice when we want to put the fire out. But it doesn't really matter if we press it twice when we're lighting, because nothing extra will happen. So every time we want to light it or put it out, we're going to have to activate the dispenser twice. So that's the plan. So we don't want to do this manual every time. So we're going to have to come up with some way, some mechanism where we can switch out the bucket out of the dispenser. So I'm thinking to myself, if we have a dropper underneath, and maybe if the dropper, if we have a hopper the hopper. We'll put the dispenser on top of the hopper, and then we'll lock the hopper so that things don't automatically get pulled out of the dispenser. Do that with redstone. Lock the hopper with some redstone, like so. And then when we want this to disappear, we take the redstone away, just for a tick. The water bucket flow through into the dropper, and it would sit there. Just make sure that works. It's in our dropper, and when we want to get it back into the dispenser, we drop it up into there, and it'll flow through to the dispenser. Lock the hopper, and let's just test this. Send it up. Alright, yeah, that seems like it should work. Now we're going to need some sort of firing mechanism, but we'll come to that in a minute. Alright, let me play around with this system for a minute, and we'll see what works. Okay, so I've suddenly realised that we're going to have 4 of these, so we're going to have to reflect this because we'll have to have 4 campfires. So whatever we're doing here, we can let it go out to the left, but it can't go out to the right because that's going to have to be a complete duplicate of what we have here. So here is the system. I've got some redstone torches that are locking the buckets in the right place in the dispensers. And essentially, we're just going to drop this down with one single tick. That will allow it to drop down here and just be held in the hopper until we want to switch it again. So, alright, I've been doing a little bit of work. I realised a button won't work. I need to have a switch because this is going to be just like replicating daylight and nightlight? No, nighttime. Daytime and nighttime, that's right. So off to the right can be nighttime, and when we switch to daytime, it sends a signal that alerts the observer, which flips off the redstone torches for a tick and drops the water bucket down. Let's just test that again, make sure it's working, and you see it's working for both, which is great. Let me show you that again just so you can see the water's in the top. Now it's, we'll say it's nighttime, and whatever's in the top is going to drop down into the hopper below. So flick the switch, you see the redstone pulse go, and now we have the bucket has dropped down into our hopper. So now, if it gets pulsed again, then it's going to go into the dropper. So let's just do a test. We'll throw the flint and steel in there, we'll flip the switch again. The flint and steel is going to go down into where the water was. The water at the same time is going to get pushed across into the dropper. So right now flint and steel is in the dispenser, we want that to drop down. And hopefully the bucket will be in the dropper, the flint and steel will be in the hopper. Flick the switch, watch the pulse go, and yep, nothing there. Flint and steel's come down, water's in the dropper. Ha ha ha! Not bad. So now, after that's happened, we want a delay of some sort because we're going to want to activate the dropper. So we're going to want some sort of delay because that's going to happen afterwards. Let's see, we'll just put some blocks under here. We can't activate the dropper directly because that would bud power the hopper. So I'm going to have to power this one underneath here. That's fine. So we'll put a platform here that some repeaters can go on. So we'll just activate the block. They should just go on for a single tick as well. So maybe just take this out of here. That would make more sense, I guess, coming out here. Alright, let's see, we want a nice long delay, make sure that nothing interacts or gets complicated. Actually, just no, we want those to be a single tick, so that's fine, but put these as 4. Nice long delay. Connect this with the redstone. Alright. Now what I need that to, yeah, that's not where it's going to start. So these should actually start up in the dispenser above. So I'll just put them in the hopper and they'll be in the dispensers. Flint and steel in the, yep, okay, so the water's on top, flint and steel's below. Change the thing, see the pulse go. Went to the redstone torch first. Yeah, so these have switched places. Flint and steel on the top, now water on the bottom. Perfect. Do it again. So flint and steel should have gone down, water should be on the top, and there it is. Flint and steel on the bottom. Perfect. Oh, we've got a switching mechanism. That is so good. Just check it's working here as well. I didn't put the second flint and steel in, so get one of those. Not a lead, don't need that. Water's on the top, flint and steel on the bottom, and we'll just test this one last time, make sure everything's working right. So there we go, there's the pulse first pushing it through. Alright, there is flint and steel on the top, water on the bottom, everything's working perfectly. How about that? So now, gonna have to reflect this if we want 4 campfires. So yeah, let's work on that. So I've been surprised before when I thought something would be easy and then it didn't work. So let's just make absolutely certain that this will work. All right, I've replicated it but on both sides. We've now got flint and steels in all of the top ones, water on all of the bottom ones, and see the pulse go down to the bottom, pulse go down to the sides, and now we've got flint and steel on the bottom, water on the top, and you can see that all the way through. Check this side. Yeah, water on the top, flint and steel, and flint and steel. Perfect! Oh, I'm always impressed by how powerful redstone is in Minecraft. It just I've been working on this village, I've been loving it, but I've been missing my redstone. So, in honor of the redstone creations, this is Dr. Ilhamur's scientist outfit, and I feel very sciencey today, so hope you all enjoy this. Whenever I do any sort of kind of redstone-y stuff, this is my outfit that I get on, my thinking goggles on my head. Anyway, all of this needs to fire the dispenser twice now, so I'm going to think about how to do that to put out the fire before the switch happens. So timing's important here. Okay, I don't really know how to do this. I know that I'm going to need to have a repeater here and here, and actually that should power both the one in front and the one behind because of bud powering. We'll put that here to connect some redstone up. Oh yeah, let's just before I forget, I'm going to put some slabs around here because we're going to have the water being dispensed, and we don't want the water to ruin my redstone. And this is exactly how it's going to look in my survival world. So yeah, slabs are great. What a great addition to Minecraft. I remember playing Minecraft when there weren't slabs, and it was worse. So I'm really happy that they've put slabs in, and really happy that latest has all the different kinds of slabs as well. So, alright, let's just do a check. We've got water in there, and we've got to make it fire. Let me figure this out. I need it to fire twice. And it needs to fire twice before this pulse. Alright, so I went away for a while, I've thought about it, and I think I've got something pretty good. When I flip that switch, the observer fires, it turns on the repeater for 4 ticks. When it turns on the second observer sends a pulse, and when it turns off, when the repeater turns off, the observer sends a second pulse. So that should be 2 pulses in fairly quick succession. Now I haven't tried this, but hopefully the timing will work out. So on, off, and then, oh, I forgot to, oh dear, forgot to turn that on. So this is my first real test. This should turn the fire on. No, wait, this should do the water again because it didn't switch them. So hopefully when I flip this switch, the water will come on, will go off, and then we'll move through the switcher. First time I've tried it, pretty excited. Let's see. On, off, and the switch. Hopefully there are flint and steel. Yes, flint and steel. Oh yes, yes, yes. Redstone. Am I right? Redstone. So oh, there's nothing. Of course, there's nothing there. Yep, water in the hoppers. This is so good. I'm really loving this little system now. I was honestly not sure that that would work, but it does. So let's do a double check. This should make fire. And there it is. It flipped twice, but that's fine. The fire's lit and switched around. And now we'll put it out when it turns to daytime. Yes, look at that. That is beautiful. Obviously that fire's a little bit too wild for us. We want a nice campfire. But we'll put those in. Ooh, parkour genius. Alright, there we go. Put in the campfires. And let's see. And that's going to light it obviously because the flint and steel was there, but that should have put the buckets now, so this should douse it. Put it out, yes, and switch. Beautiful. Relight them. Oh yes, looking amazing. Fantastic. Oh, I'm never going to get bored of that. So now we want to do it with a daylight sensor, and we'll just have to figure out how that's going to work and how to hide it. So yeah, daylight sensor. Boom. Didn't work. I'll have to figure that out. So here we are back in my survival world, and I've collected a bunch of resources from the nether to be able to make the observers and the comparators and repeaters that I need. So next time you see these campfires, they should be lighting and relighting. And wow, these take a long time to mine. Anyway, I'll be right back. So I've dug out a big hole. This hole is hopefully exactly what we need to fill with our mechanism. So let's get our resources. Alright. I'm back in my caveman outfit because now I'm the caveman in the regular world. And this is our caveman village. And obviously there's no redstone here. It's actually the villagers who are going to do this. You see here, this is where our signal comes in, and I've actually hidden our daylight sensor under this hedge or leaves or whatever that is, and so that should work. I've hidden it a little bit further away to give us a bit more time when the sun goes down. It's 7 redstone links away, and then it goes into the system that we already had, which is set up exactly the same way as our creative world. Got the flint and steels up there and ready, got the waters underneath, and it's all ready. So now we just have to fill it all back in and make it look nice. And there we are, by the magic of video. So yeah, no one will ever know. We'll all think that it was the villagers who did it. And did you see that? They all lit. Yes, first time. So that's the sun going down over the horizon there, and that came right on just perfectly. So oh, I'm so pleased with that. So now time for bed, and we'll see if it works in the morning. Alright, it's morning, had a nice little sleep, and waiting for this to go out. The sun is rising, and there it is. You hear the click. You saw it here first, folks. That is so good. I love it. I love it. I'm so happy right now. Okay. So really, that is that's my redstone for the day. Let's have a little look around. There's a few. I just want to give you a little tour of what I'm going to do in the future. So Want to work a little bit in the nether, do some collection. Want to get rid of these little farms, want to make a gate up there. Going to make some sort of different village. I'm thinking it'd be good to have like a shaman or a creepy guy's tent here, and then yeah, over here we'll have a couple of kind of more modern Stone Age buildings. Maybe get some rock in there, and then over here I'm planning on building just a nice watchtower really here, and something that can see over the wall, be really nice and tall. It'll be rustic, it'll be kind of caveman-y, but still tall. Then down here I'm thinking we need to sort out this little bay area and make it a little bit less foreboding, have a little raft maybe that the fishermen can go out and fish on, and yeah, that'll be fun, that'll be good. Over here I'm thinking animals and maybe like a little carrot farm, and not like an automated one, but just a little place that the farmers can go and farm, you know, 2-3 blocks worth. And then over here I'm thinking like a town hall or a village elders lodge, maybe something that's big and open, but where people can meet, so that'd be fun. Thinking over here maybe rivers coming down from the mountains, from the hills. And then yeah, over here got to do something here, because right now everyone can get in. That's a secret entrance. But after that, this village will be finished and we can move on to the next stage of our creation. But for now, it's time for me to say goodbye. Brings us to the end of another chapter of Minecraft Bedrock goodness. If you'd like to leave a like or subscribe to never miss a chapter, please do so. But until the next chapter, this has been Ilhamur.